Pragmatic entrepreneur whose words will make you sure. Know, trust, and believe. The master teacher has come to help you succeed. The gem dropper, the truth speaker, the voice in the universe that will bring you to your highest peak. Welcome to the Get High on Motivation show with Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator.
Welcome to life eternal. The time is here, the time is now. So pick up and put on your crown. Goodbye to yesterday. Welcome to life eternal. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, love bugs. It is your favorite motivator's favorite motivator, Mimi the Motivator. And this is the Get High on Motivation show. I'm so glad that you're here with me. If you are a return love bug, are you an official love bug, then hey, I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you every time you show up. I appreciate you every time you share this show. I appreciate you every time you hit a thumbs up somewhere for me. I want you to know I really appreciate it because it makes a difference in my world. Whether you are a client or not, one way we always can make it rain on someone that we appreciate is that we can show them some digital love, show them some digital currency. So ball out on some digital currency with your girl today and share this everywhere. Tell everybody you know about Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator. So as always, we will have some food for thought. And then we will roll into our conversation today in regards to chakras. Yes, it doesn't matter if you believe in the chakra system or not. You don't have to be a spiritual person. But what you do want to do today is have some pen and paper ready or be ready to listen to the replay or to watch the replay on YouTube. So that way you can get all the juice. All right. So let's get started. I need tea. My tea bag has no tea bag. So today's food for thought is on the floor. So what today's food for thought says, though, is that the truth is the unchangeable part of me. The truth is the unchangeable part of me. Lately, I've been working with someone and the lady keeps saying, I just want to know the truth. I'm just seeking the truth. I just really want to know what the truth is. She wants to know what the truth is about life. She wants to know what is the truth about religion and spirituality. What is the truth? And I'm doing my best to point her to the truth because guess where the truth is, love bugs? The truth is inside. The truth is the unwavering part of you, the part that exists no matter what. What is true cannot be destroyed, and only the truth exists. The truth is not what your parents told you. I'm sorry. I know you love them. I know you love your mom and them, but that's not the truth. The truth is not what they say at church. The truth is not what your teacher at the front of the class told you, because guess what? As a teacher, we can be wrong. The truth is the unchangeable part of who you are. So what is the truth about you? What is the unchangeable part or unchangeable parts of you? What are the unchangeable parts of your mind? What are the unchangeable parts of your body? Even though, yes, we know people out here changing their body like it's nothing. But there's some parts of your body that you can't change. You might get some bigger boobs. You might get a bigger, ASS or something. You can get all kind of surgery. You can get some cheekbones. Please believe it's not just women out here altering their bodies. Men are as well. But there are some unchangeable parts about you that will exist no matter what. No matter what gender you identify with. No matter what race you identify with. No matter what industry you go into. There are some truths that will always exist no matter who's there. No matter what's going on. Because the truth is unchangeable. The truth will always exist. The truth will exist. It existed before we came into this world, and it will exist when we leave. So really, what is the truth? Well, what I do know is that everybody's truths can be different. My truth might be different from yours, but there are some truths that are indescribable. There are some truths that are indiscriminable. You can't argue against them. You can't argue against the sun. I don't care who you are, what you say. The sun is the sun. The sun will always come up and the sun will always go down. The sun will be always at the same point in the sky, at the same point of the day, every single day. Maybe not in daylight savings times, but it's the truth. What is the truth? The truth is when I inhale, air comes into my lungs. Energy is fed into my body, into my cells. And that when I exhale, I am letting go what no longer serves me. That the toxins in my cells and in my body and in my mind and in my spirit are able to be released. That's truth. The truth cannot be found in the book. Because when we read a book, it is someone's interpretation of the truth. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not some truth to what they're saying. And what I always believe is in cross-referencing. So if you read something that really strikes you in a book, cross-reference. Find other books that may say some of the same things. And that's when you can really discover the truth. I've discovered even the truths between religions because there is something that is the same in all of them. And that is what is the truth. A few weeks ago, we talked about lies and the truth about lies because there are some things that are always going to exist. I just used that word always, didn't I? And we talked about always and never being generalizations. Nothing is always or never, right? But there are a few things that are. And those few things that are always or never are the truth. I don't know if the earth is round or is flat and who even cares. What difference would it make? We're not going to fall off. That's what we do know for sure. That's the truth. The truth is that we're not going to fall off the ground. Have you ever seen somebody fall off the ground? No, not unless they were up in space and lacking gravity and things. But there are some truths that always exist. There's the law of inertia. There's some universal laws that always exist. The law of cause and effect are truth. Because the truth is no matter what you put out, you will always get it back in some form or another. You may not get it where you put it or where you planted it, where you sowed it, but it will come back. That goes for the good or the bad. So you can plant seeds somewhere, but don't expect to get the harvest in the very same spot. Stuff grows, stuff moves. And so will the people in your life. And so sometimes we plant seeds in people and we do things for people and we expect to get that same thing back. That is not truth. What the truth is as long as we are planting seeds and as long as we are contributing to the universe, then the universe has our back and the universe will take care of us. The universe will contribute to us. Another universal law. There's the universal laws of compensation. The laws of reciprocity. And all these laws, to me, boil down to be the same thing. That what you put out, you get back. What you put in, you get out. That goes if you're part of a family, a part of a relationship, a part of an organization. If you're part of a relationship and you think it's boring, it's because you're boring. Because only boring people get bored. If you think that the relationship sucks, it's because you suck. Change you and the relationship changes. Change you and the organization changes. Change you and the business changes. But the focus always has to come back to us and what is the truth. Some people say, oh, but the truth can change from day to day. No, that's not truth. That's trend. And there's a difference between truth and trend. And a lot of us are out here following trends, staking claims on it as truth. And it's not the truth. The truth is the unchangeable part of me. The truth is the unchangeable part of you. The unchangeable parts of the world, the unchangeable parts of the universe. So again, I want to ask you to seriously think, what is the truth? What is the unchangeable part of you, no matter what, no matter who's there? What is the unchangeable parts of the universe? What are the unchangeable parts of your relationship? What are the unchangeable parts of your business, your organization, your house? Because there's some things we just can't change. Or if we do, it's going to cost us a whole lot of money. So I hope that something in what I said has sparked a fire, a flame, and allowed you to become 1% better, because that's what we get here. Every year, every week we come together at the Get High on Motivation show so we can do just one simple thing, which is become 1% better in one area of our life. Because as long as we are taking baby steps, we will get there. As long as we're making movement towards our desired destiny, we will get there. It's only when we refuse to take steps or when we stop taking steps. So be okay with taking baby steps. Be okay with becoming 1% better in one area of your life. I know you want to be 100% better. I know some of us want to do a 360 turn, but it begins with this one step, with 1%, with one little inch of a turn. You keep on turning, you're going to turn around. And life will turn around for you. So today we're talking about the connection between our chakra system and our business, our results at business, our money, our bank balance, all of it's connected. So we're going to talk about those things today. We're going to talk about how our chakra system or the health of our chakras can affect the results that we accomplish or don't accomplish in our business or in our career. So I hope that you got that pen and paper ready, because we're about to get on it. So we're going to talk about the root chakra system, or the chakra system in all. But just in case you have no idea of what I'm talking about and never heard of the chakra system, I'll give you a little bit about that too. So we're going to start with the root chakra. We're going to start from the bottom and we're going to work our way to the top. So our root chakra, I always say, it's represented by ASS. It tells me where it is because it's at the bottom of my spine, at the bottom of your booty. Call it what you want. It represents A for abundance, S for security, and S for stability. So if you're having any issues in any of those areas, if your business is not making money, if your business is not consistently making money and bringing cash flow in, if things aren't being consistent in your world, period, if business clients aren't consistently coming in, then there's probably something to identify with our root chakra, because our root chakra is tied to our mission and our goals. If you don't have a mission, how do you know which way to go? If you don't have a goal to work towards, how do you know which way to go? I'm going to tell you, like I tell you all the time, we can't say, Siri, take me somewhere. No, Siri needs a destination. And so do you. When you have a destination and a clear destination, a clear purpose in why you are moving, why you get up in the morning, why you do what you do, it changes the game. If you are the lead of a company or of a team, and if your team seems listless and restless, that's because it's some root chakra work that needs to happen in your organization. When the root chakra is healthy for a business, then everybody feels safe and everybody feels grounded. Nobody is feeling no type of way. If there's just one person in your team that is acting a little sideways, that means the root chakra needs some attention. If anything is not going the way you perceive, and understand things don't go exactly how we want, but if it is constant tumultuous, constant difficulty in your business, sweetheart, it's time to sit down, and probably sit down for real and sit down on the ground so you can heal that root chakra and get things in alignment. Be sure you know what your goals are. What are your goals for this year? What are your goals for this quarter? What are your goals for this month, for this week, for today? We have to have goals daily. And if we're not, how do we know what we're going to do? Or do you get up and just be floating around the house? I do it sometimes. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I float around the house if I don't have any meetings and I don't have to be on Zoom and I don't have to be at somebody's meeting place. I might just float around and just be playing YouTube, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm burning incense and burning other stuff that y'all don't need to know about. And life is happening because that root chakra is not grounded. Because when you're grounded, you know what you're doing and why you are doing it, and you feel solid in it. So if you need to work on that root chakra, a few things you can do. Wear red. Every time you see red, I got my red lips on. Every time you see red, tell yourself that I am safe and the world is safe and friendly. That the business world is safe and friendly, because people are looking for what you have. But maybe you haven't put yourself in a position for them to come to you. So wear red, eat red, notice red all day long. And every time you see red, remind yourself that you have the right to do what you're doing. You have the right to be in the business, in the industry that you're doing. You have the right to be in the role or the position you're in. You have the right to be here. Own that right. Walk in that right. Because it's your divine birthright to do what you're doing. It's your divine birthright to work on your vision, to build your dreams, and to allow other people to come on and put some bricks on your dreams with you. So let's move on up to the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is represented by orange. It's right above that root chakra area. It's the sexual area, but we're not going to talk about that today. What we are going to talk about is our sacral chakra. It allows us to be accepting of other people. It allows us to be open to new experiences. You don't know what's out there for you. Everything you've experienced is just what you have experienced. It's not what you are going to experience and what you're capable of experiencing right here, right now. When that sacral chakra is open, you are open to advice. You are open to assistance. But if you're closed off and every time somebody try to tell you something or give you some advice, you're like that dad knocking the baskets out like, pow, pow, get that out of here. Your sacral chakra needs some attention, sweetheart. In a team environment, when there's a healthy chakra, everybody is enjoying being involved. Some of us go to work and we hate being there. Bad sign of a chakra. Chakra needs help because we should enjoy what we're doing. You will make the most money when you start investing your time and your energy and your talent into doing the thing that you really enjoy. Just think about it. To get paid doing what you enjoy, what can be any better than that? You don't have to work a job that you don't want to work. You don't have to operate in a position, even if it is a volunteer organization. Some of us step into roles and step onto boards and we really don't want to be there. We really don't care about the cause. We really don't care about the vision. We ain't got no business being there, or either we need to get our sacral chakra in alignment. And if you're the person at the top of that team, and if you see people on your team acting this way, do the work. Do the work to heal the sacral chakra. What that looks like is identifying the problems and fixing them, not avoiding them. An unhealthy sacral chakra will avoid the elephant in the room. You know you have to have this conversation with this person who's always late. You got to let them know this is important. If it's important, you need to be on time or you need to go somewhere else. Your sacral chakra allows you to get to the nitty-gritty, to nip stuff in the bud. If we don't, then it only propels longer, and then later on, eventually, we're going to have to handle this, or it's going to handle us. So handle your business. Fix the problems that you know exist. Be a problem solver. Seek out the issues with a magnifying glass. Be like Sherlock Holmes in this thing. Be like Sherlock Holmes in your business, in your organization, and look for what are the issues so I can fix them. Because problems are only opportunities. They're opportunities for us to level up, opportunities for us to do better, do more, maybe even do less sometimes. But we always have to be in a position of reevaluating so we can see where are the gaps, what's not being taken care of. If you are having any kind of creative blocks, that's sacral, sweetheart. We create down here and then we express it through our throat. We'll talk about that later. Don't be judgmental. If you find yourself judging people, if you find yourself judging what they are doing, what they have, what they're saying, what they're not saying, what they're doing for you, what they're not doing for you, it's time to check the sacral. How do we heal the sacral? Orange, orange, orange. Eat orange. Wear orange. It doesn't get any easier than that. That's the simplest that you can do. You can even burn something that has some orange. If you are a spiritual person, get you some orange crystals. Those are the ones that you want. We want to do all things orange so we can heal that, so we can clear out the junk that might be blocking us from our creative path, because it requires creativity to really be a successful professional, a business owner, because you need to be a creative problem solver around here, because things are going to happen. And if you're in business and you think business is just going to be like some, climbing up the mountain and you're on the mountainside just living life. No, it's more like a roller coaster that turns you upside down all around, has you feeling sick and feeling like you want to get off at times. But you're going to enjoy the ride and it's going to be worth it. I promise you that. So work on these chakras. Let's go ahead and move up to the solar plexus. Let me see what kind of time we're working with. So our solar plexus is our power center. Solar, like the sun, it's where all the energy comes from. So it's definitely important that we work on our energy center and that we keep that right, because we have to have our power in a healthy way. You have the opportunity to be a superhero or you can be a supervillain. It's the same thing. It's how you use your power. So be mindful of not using your power to diminish other people. Be mindful of not using your power to make other people feel small, look bad. Everybody can't do what you do, honey. I'm sorry. I know it would be nice if everybody thought how we thought, or if they operated the way we operate, or reacted the way we do, but that's not the truth. And earlier we talked about what's truth. And what's definitely not true is that people are not going to behave the way we want them to behave because they're humans. They're human beings, not human doings. You are a human being, not a human doing. So think about that. How can you use your power for good and not for evil? Because it's easy. It's easy to be evil. It's easy to talk about somebody. It's easy to gossip. It's easy to talk bad about your competitor when that's not necessary. You don't have to down your competitor for you to be up. Just do your job and do your job to the best of your ability and do what you said you were going to do. And boom, your reputation, your brand will go before you. No bad deals, no bad energy. Don't do bad deals. If you walk into a situation and you feel bad energy, or you can tell these people might be up to something sideways, walk out the door. All money is not good money. All energy is not good energy, and money is energy. So if you don't want no bad energy, don't be doing bad business deals. Don't you be the person doing the bad business deal. Follow through on what you said you were going to do. Give people what they said they were paying for. Don't be shorting anybody out here. Don't short them on their service, their product, or even your energy and time when you are there. If you are somebody like a helping practitioner, you need to be fully present because that's what that person paid for. They didn't pay for you to be sitting there thinking about what you're going to eat for dinner. I'm just saying. When your solar plexus is right, you feel confident in what you're doing. So if you feel less than confident in your work, in your role, in your position, do the work. Get outside. Get some of that sunlight in your life. Wear some yellow. Be the sunlight in the room. Be the brightness. Be the sunshine. You can be the sun. You can be just as reliable and dependable as the sun. You can show up on time every single day and leave when it's time for you to leave. That's what the sun does. The sun is reliable. The sun comes and goes when it's supposed to. It knows its role. It stays in its lane. That's part of being a healthy, the owner of a solar plexus, a healthy solar plexus. I can't get it out of my mouth, y'all. Work with me this morning. A healthy solar plexus is healthy work-life balance. And I'm going to be honest, I did not have work-life balance. I'm working on it now because I was just like, work. I'm working 7 days a week. I start every day on a call at 4:30 in the morning. But recently I had to calm that back. I had to dial back and take 2 days off of that thing because we need work-life balance. Otherwise, what happens? We burn out. Can you imagine if the sun shined all 24 hours and never went away? It will burn us. You will probably burn the people in your organization if you're constantly on them about do this. Again, we're not human doings, we're human beings. And we need time to shine as well. So make sure you're allowing the people on your team time to shine. Everybody has a strength. It's your job as a leader to identify the strengths of the people around you and highlight them. Leaders make more leaders. So let's move up to that heart chakra because this one's very important in business. We need to have healthy relationships with our customers, healthy relationships with our vendors, healthy relationships with our business partners, with our clients, with everybody that's involved in our business or career world. And if you have an unhealthy relationship with your boss or your employee, your coworker, your business partner, we might need to do some forgiving first and foremost. What's keeping a lot of people from that big, beautiful number they would like in their bank account is a lack of forgiveness. I recommend for everybody to spend a few days on a forgiveness list. And I say a few days because this is not something that you can do in one sitting. Pull out that paper and write down anything and everything that you can forgive someone for, especially in your professional world. A lot of times we think about forgiveness in our personal world, but fail to realize that we need it in our business world. I know I got business partners to forgive. I have some of them that I have to forgive on a daily basis, on a regular basis, to remind myself that they're people too. And they're just humans doing a human thing. You have to let people. Don't expect people to be robots and always to operate in a certain dynamic, or especially operate in a certain dynamic for you. Come on. These are people. Our heart chakra, when our heart chakra is good, we have no problem expressing appreciation to someone. You might even shower them with appreciation. It's okay to say thank you. It's okay to say thank you for someone doing something that you feel like they're supposed to do in their role anyway. Say thank you. Tell somebody, I appreciate you showing up on time, because we know it's people who show up late. Tell people you appreciate them meeting their deadlines. You appreciate their time and energy. I tell people on the end of an email, even though I probably just talk funky to them, I let them know I appreciate your time and your energy. Appreciate the people around you. Appreciate your clients. Appreciate the money that they are taking out of their pocket to put in yours. You don't think that deserves appreciation? We have to appreciate what we are even doing, the positions that we're serving in. Because no matter what job you do, and it doesn't matter who signs your paycheck, at the end of the day, we are all working for the universe, working for God, source energy, call it what you want. That's what's really going on here. And when we think about that, then we'll appreciate ourselves, and then we will appreciate the person who signs the check, even if they didn't sign it for enough for us. And we know we want more on that paycheck. We want more from that client. We want to raise our prices. All that comes from, first of all, loving yourself and knowing that you are valuable and you are worthy. When you recognize the worthiness and value in yourself, it makes it very easy to recognize it in the people around you. But if you're constantly berating yourself and condemning yourself and saying stupid me, like, man, why did I do that? You probably treat the other people in your life like that as well. You probably constantly hitting them with, why did you do that? Why didn't you do better? Why? If you hear yourself saying why to anybody, or you hear somebody saying why to you, that's a judgment word. So let's try to reconsider, how can we articulate what it is that we desire, or how can we articulate what's not going okay? Because we do have the right to express that. That's part of also that heart healthy. You're okay with having tough conversations when your heart chakra is strong. You're okay with sitting down with an employee. You're okay with sitting down with your boss and saying, listen, we need to talk about some things. Don't ever think that your boss is above you. They might be on a chart, but in real life, they're on the same level as you, and you treat them as such. You're just as valuable. Y'all just play different positions on the same team. And that's why it's important that we appreciate everybody. Appreciate the janitor. Because if you didn't have the janitor, please believe your life would not go well at the office. Appreciate the people in your life. Give hard advice. Have good conversations. And if you can't do that, wear green, eat green. It's all about the green. Throat chakra, before we run out of time. All right, we got to be fast. I'm going to be really, really fast. And please forgive me because we're running out of time. Throat chakra is all about communication. It's about your brand's voice. Not just your own voice, but what is the voice of your brand? What is the messaging when somebody scrolls through your Instagram? What are they getting from that? Are you fully articulating your vision and your purpose on your news feed? Or are you just articulating what's going on in your head and going on in your relationships at the time? Our Instagram feeds, our Facebook, our LinkedIn, our Twitter, whatever it is, should properly reflect our vision and our mission so people can know what it is. Make the vision plain so people can see. Make the vision plain so people can buy it, so people can support it. But if you can't do that, you got to work on that throat chakra, because we have to be able to communicate effectively with ourselves, especially. As I mentioned earlier, whatever conversation we have with ourselves, however we treat ourselves, or how we treat other people. So how are you talking to yourself? How are you talking to people? Because however you're talking to them, you're probably talking to yourself the same way. So check yourself either way. And be sure that you are speaking from a place of love, that you are communicating clearly, not clearly communicating your emotions and feelings at the moment, but what are the facts? That's what's important. What is your advertising saying? What is the message of your advertising? Your commercials, your Facebook ads, your blog, your vlog, your video blog. It doesn't matter. What is the message that's being communicated? And then let's move on up to this third eye. So the third eye is using intelligence and intuition. You need a combination of the two, because some stuff is not going to have any scientific basis, but you know that you know that you know. You don't know how you know, but you know. Listen to that knowing. Trust that knowing. And then You might find some facts to support it, but use your intelligence and your intellectual abilities. How do we build up our intelligence? Reading the books, working on our craft, practicing our craft, giving away our craft to be sure that it is feasible, practicing our model, changing our model, pivoting. But we have to be able to detect opportunities and issues before they arise. That's part of using that third eye. Being aware and being alert to what's available. Sometimes opportunities present ourselves, but our heads are so stuck up our butt that we don't even see them. We don't even hear them. So be in tune with what's going on, being present. When you're present and really paying attention to what people are saying when they express a pain, and you're like, wait a minute, I got something for that. But you won't hear it unless you're present. So be present and paying attention to what opportunities exist for you. Be present and pay attention to what are the indicators that something may go awry. All that is the third eye. And then lastly, the crown. The crown is all about the collective, about the divine, about altruism. What are you doing? What's your give back? What's your contribution to the universe? Not what you're charging us for, but what are you giving to the universe? Not expecting anything in return because this is what you came to do. Let's think about this. When we operate from a healthy crown spot, then we operate in faith. No fear can stop us. Oh, we're going to feel the fear and we're going to do it anyway. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because it's going to be scary. Running a business is scary. Stepping out on your dreams is scary. Doing something different or that has never been done before in your family, in your community, or just in the world in general is scary. But we have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Crown is all about operating in faith. Crown is all about operating as a kingdom. So what are you doing for the kingdom? What are you doing for the collective? What are you doing for your family? Not just for you. Just don't get your own household right. Figure out how can you pass that on to the people in your family, the people in your community around you, in your neighborhood. How can you serve more? Because if you're wearing a crown, then that means you're in a position of servitude. A king and a queen serves. A king and a queen serves. An emperor and an empress serve their kingdom, serve their people, provide and protect their people. What are you doing to do that? So I'm jumping off my soapbox because we're running out of time. Otherwise, I think I could talk about this all day. If you want to talk more about your chakra system and your business structure, the combination, the connection, or even those things separately, then you know where to find me. I am Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator, host of the Get High on Motivation show. I'm here for you every single week and in between. So please reach out. I'm here for you. I love you. Be happy. Be healthy. But most importantly, be you. Because that's where the juice is. Bye-bye.